Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, so I was originally going to do this as a two-part video, WrestleMania Night 1 and then WrestleMania Night 2, but I just realized that I don't think we know completely all the matches that will be on Night 1 and Night 2. We just kind of know the main events where WrestleMania Night 1 will be The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And then the main event of Night 2 will be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Um, so I'm just going to do it all as one video. I may kind of talk about what night I think the matches will be on. So I was originally going to say this video was going to be a little a little shorter, but now I think it's gonna be a little longer, and then I'll have to rush out to my movie after. But let's go ahead and get this knocked out. Okay, so let's start. um, all right, I'm going to skip the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes. That'll be the last thing I do. Let's look at Gunther and Sami Zayn. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. And so, one of the things I think is going to happen, because the main event of night one is the tag team match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, and then they're going to have Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Then on night two, Roman Reigns is wrestling Cody Rhodes in the main event. Seth Rollins is wrestling Drew McIntyre. I'm assuming that's how it's opening, but we'll get to that. But the Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins match, which you would normally think would main event night one, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. I'm gonna get this right eventually. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins should be main eventing night one, but it's not going to. It's going to be on night two. So since they have both world title matches on night two, I'm going to predict that they're going to do both of the mid-card title matches on night one. So let's take a look and see. So Gunther Sami Zayn will be on night one. And honestly, like, I could see Sami Zayn winning this match. I could. That'd be a great like underdog story, but I don't think they're ready to take the title off of Gunther yet. So I am picking Gunther to win, and then also I am picking this as my Joker pick. I think this is probably a sure thing. This could come back to bite me, and even in the middle of this video, I may change my mind. But that's my pick. Gunther is beating Sami Zayn. He's going to hold on to the Intercontinental Championship. He's going to go on to that big pay-per-view that's going to be held over in Europe, or pay-per-view, premium live event. It's going to be held in Europe, probably headline it, probably with the Intercontinental Championship. Although, technically speaking, they could have him challenge for a world title at that event. I just don't think the cards are going to play out that way. I think it's better leave the title on him, Intercontinental title. I could even see them have him defend it against like, oh, why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden? He's on the here somewhere. Uh, now I feel bad. Wow, wait. Where is the match? The tag team match. I'm not seeing the tag team match on here. There is a ladder tag team match, isn't there? Or is that going to be on SmackDown tonight? Anyways, okay, I'm getting off track. Pete Dunne. There we go. Pete Dunne versus Gunther, or they could bring up Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther. Those would be two great matches to headline a European premium live event. I could see that definitely happening for the IC title. The other thing that could happen is they could have Gunther challenge for the world title, but I don't think we're ready for that. So we shall see. Anyways, my pick, Gunther. All right, moving on. We have LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I just think that they need to keep building LA Knight, and I think LA Knight wins this match. AJ Styles could be moving up to the main event scene, and he could win, but my pick is LA Knight. That's what I think happens here. That is probably a night 2 match. I'm going to go with night 2. All right, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. That's definitely a night 2 match because I'm assuming, well, I mean, Jimmy Uso could get involved in both in that match. Jimmy and Jay are going to get involved in the main event of both matches, probably, honestly. Um, yeah, I'm going to go with night 1 still. I think this is a night 1 match. All right. But I'm picking Jey Uso. I just really, I mean, honestly, like anytime it's been like a singles thing, it's always been Jay. I think Jay deserves a singles title, and I think he needs to win this match to move into that spot, to be able to challenge for like a mid card title again. Um, but he won't be able to do that as long as Gunther has the title. I would imagine. Just, I mean, not, I mean, unless they want to have them go at it again. So I could see Jimmy Uso finally getting the win, and finally getting the one up on his little brother. They're twins, but I'm still going with Jay. Jay's my pick. All right, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Randy Orton. This will be on night 1. This could open the show. Actually, I think this is definitely a distinct possibility to open the show, unless they go with the Gunther Sami Zayn match to open the show. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Randy Orton on this just for the feels good of it. Randy Orton, like, hasn't had the IC title in a really long time, and he's not gonna be in the main event with the world title right away. Although, no, because he's on SmackDown, so I just don't think that's what's gonna happen. Well, no, I mean, they could have him go up against Cody Rhodes. Say Cody Rhodes wins the world title, and they could have Randy Orton move up to take on Cody Rhodes. Anyways, I still think he wins the IC title here. I'd prefer it be Kevin Owens, but I'm going with Randy Orton wins this match. The only other thing that I could see happening is they could do the annoying thing and have Logan Paul sneak it out. But he's just not on the show enough, and I just think that it'd probably be best to like give Randy Orton a big hoorah towards the end of his career here. That's what I'm going with. Randy Orton's still my pick. Then we have the trio tag match of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi versus Damage Control. The titles aren't on the line because it's a trios match. And I just don't see them having Jade lose her first big match. I mean, her first match, right? It's not even like her first big match. It's her first match, other than the Royal Rumble. So she was in the Royal Rumble, right? I think I'm remembering that correctly. Anyways, yeah. So I think yes, she was okay. I think she's gonna win. So their team is gonna win, and Bianca deserves the win, and Naomi deserves the win. Damage Control kind of has a lot going for them. They have the titles, and then Dakota Kai. But I think Damage Control loses this, and then we get a tag match. Probably Bianca Belair and Naomi versus the Damage Control champions at the next Premium Live event. Probably. Or on, like, TV. We'll see. But yeah, I'm picking Jade Cargill to get a win in her first WrestleMania. That's probably what's going to happen. In fact, I'm almost sure about that one, but there's no title on the line. Otherwise, I would pick the Joker pick right there because that's almost a guarantee. All right, we have a really weird match of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Just kind of weird, but okay, sure, let's do this. Get Dominic Mysterio on the show. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to go with Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio winning this match. Ray doesn't need it. Dragon Lee, it's a little early on, and I think that they're going to go for the big heat of Dominic Mysterio finally getting the win over his dad. And Santos is moving up, like he's going to become a bigger star here in the WWE. I just see that happening. So I'm going with Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar getting the win on this one. Then we have that's a seem to be putting more matches on the, and I forgot. So let's move the Usos match to night 2. We'll say the Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Randy Orton match is night 1. We'll say the Damage Control match is night 2. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi versus Damage Control is night 2. We'll say that this match is night 1 between Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Santos Escobar, and Dominic Mysterio. Then we have the Philadelphia Street Fight between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits and the Final Testament. We'll say that's a night 1 match. I'm going to go with night 1 match on that one as well. Bobby Lashley looks really weird in this picture. I think the Final Testament is going to win this. I think if they want them to be taken seriously moving forward, it's a cool faction, cool little faction. They'll probably do that. We could get maybe even the Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits to kind of like go their separate ways. But, you know, maybe they do want to build up that faction too. I don't know. They haven't been using them very strongly, even though all 3 are great. It's a great tag team. Bobby Lashley's great, should be in the main event scene. But I think they lose, and I think we see more out of the Final Testament moving forward. AOP is a fun tag team, big boys, you know, gotta love that. So I'm gonna say that the Final Testament's gonna win this match, and that it's gonna be on night 1. Then let's jump over that match. Let's jump to. I don't think both women's matches are going to be on night 1. But I think that Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch will be on night 1. So let's go ahead and do that one. I'm going to say that Becky Lynch has this match. That Rhea Ripley has held the title for, what, over a year now? A year exactly? Did she win it at WrestleMania last year? I think Rhea Ripley has had it long enough. It'll be part of Judgment Day having their problems, which we'll talk about more, although it's not on the predictions for some reason. There is a match there, right? Judgment Day versus the other tag teams, like a tag team ladder match. I don't know why it's not on the predictions. Yep, I'm not seeing it, but unless it is really on SmackDown tonight. Anyways, I think Rhea Ripley finally goes down. Becky Lynch finally gets their title back. I think that's what happens. That's my pick. Night 1. Night 2 is the Io Sky Bayley match. I think Bayley finally gets her big win on WrestleMania, gets the title. And Io Sky, it's time for her to take like a little step back. She's great, but it hasn't been the best run. But I think it's time for Bayley to take the title. She'll have a nice little run with it. So Bayley's my pick there. Then we have I haven't. All right, so night 1 is the tag match, obviously. So I'll go and do that first. I think that they're going to give The Rock a win here. I think that The Rock is going to be coming back periodically over the next year. They'll give him a win, give him something to brag about in his new heel character. There is a slight possibility The Rock turns on Roman Reigns and they lose this match. I don't think so. I think that the Rock is really enjoying this heel character. I think he wins this match, and that Roman Reigns ends up. Well, we'll get to that. I think that Seth Rollins takes the pin. No. Cody Rhodes is taking this pin because we'll get to that in a minute. But I think Cody Rhodes gets beat. Even more adversity. He's got to go into the Bloodline Rules match in night 2. He's lost at night 1. It's everything stacked against him, and then we'll get to that match in a minute. But yeah, so that's my pick: The Rock and Roman Reigns. Then for night 2, maybe opening the show instead of since it's not going to be able to main event. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. It's time for Drew McIntyre to win. It is just time for him to finally win. Keep him around. Make him happy. Re-sign him to a contract, have him headline um, the European Premium Live event, or Gunther headlines it, but or maybe they wrestle each other for with both titles. I don't know. Anyways, I think Drew finally wins this. That's my pick. Seth Rollins probably needs a vacation. Maybe he'll take a little break after this. Okay, so Seth Rollins is going to lose this match, I think. So it would make less sense for Seth Rollins to lose both nights of WrestleMania. That'd be really rough for him. So I think Cody Rhodes loses the first night. Seth Rollins loses the second night. Drew McIntyre becomes the champion of Raw. And then we have our final match, which is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes could go either way, and this is just honest truth of it. I know we're all almost all. There is a lot of fans out there that do want to see Roman Reigns hold this title indefinitely. There's also a lot of people that would like him to hold it till at least SummerSlam so that he can go on and break Hulk Hogan's record and then lose it at SummerSlam and he's broken the record and yada yada. I don't think they're going to do that. I just really don't. And this may bite me in the butt with my predictions. I think Cody Rhodes wins here, and Roman Reigns takes a well needed break from wrestling for a while. That's my well deserved, even though he's misses a lot of shows as it is because he's part time, kind of. But no, I think that Roman Reigns loses. I think he takes some time off. That's my thought. Um, it could easily go Roman Reigns, though. I would not be as shocked. I was more shocked last year when he lost or when he won than I will be if he wins tonight or this WrestleMania. So I really thought Cody Rhodes was winning last year. I thought it was time. I wish they would have split the titles. They could have done something with that. But either way, I thought Cody Rhodes was winning. I was surprised he didn't. But um, then Roman Reigns held the title all the way to the championship, and that's what happened. I could easily see them say, you know what, we're so close, we're gonna leave it on him. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I just think it could happen. All right, so that's my pick. Then there's like a tiebreaker thing for the league that I'm in, which kind of says, um, what is the length of time of the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes match. And so if there's a tiebreaker needed, then whoever gets closest. I pick 35 minutes and 15 seconds. I think it's going to be a pretty long one. But yeah, that's kind of a guess. I'm not really great at that sort of thing. And as far as that goes, I think there's one other match. I think there is the tag team match, but I'm not. It's not here in the predictions. Here, let me see if I can pull it up on WWE's site. WWE WrestleMania. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. The Judgment Day defends the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles in a six-pack ladder match. And so it is. Let me bring this up. I will make a prediction for this, even though it's not on the prediction thing. I wonder why they missed it. Checking one more time, make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, so it is maybe because they didn't know who was going to be in it when they made that. Anyways, so it's The Miz and R-Truth versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Pete Dunne and oh, I'm gonna forget his name. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I like him too. Anyways, their catch whatever team name. Yeah, does it say down here what their name is? The New Catch Republic. Anyways, New Catch Republic versus the New Day versus DIY versus the Judgment Day. Um, Gosh, this could go so many ways, but I think they give it to the Miz and R-Truth. I really do. I think that the R-Truth is finally going to get a big win on WrestleMania, win a big title. Um, the Miz will also get the little rub from that too. It's been a while since he's had a big win at WrestleMania. So that's my pick. But yeah, that one could go either way. There's lots of good teams in there, and I'm excited to watch it. That'll be a fun match to watch. There also could be a surprise entrant into the match. Maybe one team gets pulled, like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller or something, and we get a surprise entrance of the Hardy Boys. I don't think so, though. I don't think that's really happening, but it could. All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed those predictions. Let's see how it all plays out. I'll do a video following the event to kind of go over everything and see how I did. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day.